Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New England Patriots. On the visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys, they should come in rested and ready off that midseason bye. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They go play action now. May on the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit.
And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The offense retains possession.
Here's May. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down.
To throw, it's May. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
To number 8, Stephon Diggs. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Play action, May. Oh, and that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
You look at this Raiders defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they go play action with May. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Patriots sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape and not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Another Patriots.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line, because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Crazy.
May going to try to throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. To throw is Smith. It gets it right back to Mayer.
Smith's pass.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down, Las Vegas.
Throwing now is Gino. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
Out of the gun, Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And Nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, it's Genty. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
15-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Smith. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and goal, Raiders.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have cut the lead back down to 2. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it, so they take just the 1 here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first.
Raiders 7.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On play action, May. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Chino going to hand it to Genty. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Chino down to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
York on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it second down and 11. We're going to throw. May. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun again to Henderson. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
To the air, May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Bust through the tackle. Able to crown right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to Cruz. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Douglas. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
14 yards. That's another Patriots.
Henderson now on first and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. They'll throw with May. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kyle Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have regained the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
15. Raiders 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raiders offense ready to go. coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A shotgun snap for Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Marcus Jones.
Again, Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
You better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing here is May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. May. It's Williams on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A give for Henderson running to the right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We'll call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
To throw, it's May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Here's May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Now Smith. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
From the 50, it's Smith. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Smith. He'll get and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Play action. May. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And they go play action with May. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. May now off the bootleg. That'll be swung out right here for Henderson. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 3rd down and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Gino now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Over the middle, he's got Myers. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. You had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
First down, Raiders.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack. Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Once again, it's Genty. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Up the middle, it's Genty. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
On 3rd down, here's Genty. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
22.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You get under your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
New England's offense set to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not only want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need the offense to stay at a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
One play action. May. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So out come the Raiders. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. He was defended by Marcus Jones.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Throw caught by Mayer. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Smith now to throw. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
A loss of 6 on the play. It's now 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Short pass caught by Henry. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd and 2. At the 9-yard line.
Running left is Henderson. Fights through it. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a
They'll
yard.
throw with May. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A gain of 6. And the Patriots 1st down.
He finds Douglas complete.
Hayes pass.
Just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run the jet sweep with Douglas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They go play action now. May. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Henderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 30.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Stevenson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And now here come the Raiders.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Gino. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there, but couldn't bust. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Smith.
That's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
5 yards.
Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over.
The Patriots offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's May. They'll find Williams on the slant.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up third and 1.
They run once more to Stevenson. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's another Patriots first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Trevion Henderson,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gallus now for the extra point.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And the ball is knocked out.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Smith.
That's complete. Genty out of the backfield.
Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
And the Raiders first down.
Smith.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 43-yard line.
To the air again, Smith.
Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer.
The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. And the Las Vegas.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
2nd and a couple.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers.
Complete to Jacoby Myers. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Raiders.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15.
Taken down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
3rd and 4.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Encroachment, defense.
Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a later touchdown. Geno Smith, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. York on now for the extra point.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they could somehow get this one back. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
At the 32-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Henderson running straight ahead. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Here's third and a few inches.
Brings up third down.
Henderson will try to run for the first. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Patriots, first down.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. And they're going to speed things up here.
On the pickup, brings up second and 2.
On the handoff, Henderson. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Patriots can run it out from here. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And this is called. Touchdown, Patriots. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, Parker, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go. The ball ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 at the 40. One last throw here for Smith.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Patriots come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Patriots, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.